Life is motion. Motion is impossible without friction. How can we solve the problems caused by friction? That is the question. Kragelski Institute of Tribology presents the most effective and, at this moment, the most universal toolkit for solving the tribological problems of technical progress. New automated complex of tribological researches ITRIB system. ITRIB system makes the following possible: optimization of material selection of tribo units in accordance with such criteria as functional purpose, wear resistance of the tribo unit as a whole and that of its elements, forecast of the durability and endurance of tribo units, forecast of serviceability and reliability of tribo units, control and management of endurance and wear and friction losses in maintenance, creation of new materials and nanocomposite covers of tribological purpose with the set properties value, research of the nature of friction and wear of tribo units materials. Complex of Tribological Researches ITRIB system is an industrial variant of a new calculation experimental complex of technical tools and software created for forecasting and control of friction and wear of frictional knots in tribo systems and for managing their operational indicators. ITRIB system become an equipment of design and research centers of industrial enterprises, scientific institutions and universities. ITRIB system consists of 5 test modules and the information analytical module. Module 1 is focused on tribotechnical tests of friction knots aiming at obtaining different electrical frictional wear properties of friction couples. For example, friction coefficient, contact electrical resistance, linear wear intensity, temperature in a friction zone. In a wide range of electrical frictional interaction modes, it obtains such parameters as sliding speed from 1/1000th to 125 meters per second, mechanical load from 1 to 10,000 Newton, current from 0 to 500 ampere. Module 1 is equipped with new original tribological testing machines, ITRIB Dynamics, with original methods of testing and software. Tribological testing machine ITRIB Dynamics can also be used separately with other special methods of testing and software. Module 2 is focused on testing elastic plastic parameters of materials in function of temperature. For example, Rockwell ball hardness, Brinell hardness, plastic hardness, contact rigidity of tribo junction. Is equipped with new original universal testing machines, ITRIB Contact, with heat chambers, original methods of testing and software. Module 3 serves for carrying out tensile and compression tests for ultimate strength, yield strength, to be registered in a function of temperature. Is equipped with standard kit of testing machines with heat chambers and personal computers. Module 4 is equipped with standard machinery with personal computer for researching parameters of roughness of friction surface, electrical physical parameters of materials, with equipment for chemical and structural analysis, with devices for weight control of materials that are being tested. Module 5 makes it possible to carry out researches of thermal parameters of materials in a function of temperature. For example, heat conduction, thermal diffusivity, specific heat, density. Is equipped with standard machinery with a personal computer. Information analytical module of the nucleus of the ITRIB system complex. It is equipped with a supercomputer. The information from all 5 modules comes here. From Module 1, here come the data from the tests of TRIB units materials on electrical frictional heat resistance of protracted cycle, including its subcases like friction heat resistance, in order to obtain the TRIB unit's electrical friction wear characteristics. Data from testing the parameters of frictional couples materials come from other modules for obtaining information on physical-mechanical properties, thermal properties, electrical physical properties, geometrical properties of frictional surfaces quality. Software processes the information of lab testing from modules 1 to 5, creates data banks of materials properties and libraries of electronic tribotechnical information for analytical forecasting of tribotechnical properties of machines' frictional knots on basis of generalized thermal dynamics of friction and wear of tribosystems. Software of the Information Analytical Module is elaborated as a system of researches and forecasts of operational frictional wear parameters of machines' frictional knots. Functional capabilities of the system provides for parallel researches in 6 directions in the mode of dialogue between a person and software of a ITRIB system. Optimization of material selection of TRIB units in accordance with such criteria as functional purpose, wear resistance of the TRIB unit as a whole and that of its elements, forecast of the durability and endurance of TRIB units, forecast of serviceability and reliability of TRIB units, control and management of endurance and wear and friction losses in maintenance, creation of new materials and nanocomposite covers of tribological purpose with the set properties value. Research of the nature of friction and wear of TRIB units materials. Algorithm of calculation of electrical frictional interaction in accordance with generalized thermal dynamics of friction and wear of tribosystems in the software of ITRIB system makes it possible, on basis of the solution of generalized thermal dynamics of friction and wear of tribosystems set of equations, to obtain in general the following information about operational parameters of a considered friction couple of a real frictional knot for any moment of its work, that is, as function of friction time. Working, operational, electrical frictional wear performances. Weight wear. Temperature in a zone of friction, performances of actual square of contact, performances of contact rigidity, physical-mechanical characteristics of contact materials during friction, thermal physical characteristics of contact materials during friction, electrical physical characteristics of contact materials during friction. Of the new automated complex of tribological researches ITRIB system at a point A of supercomputer software. A researcher sets one from 6 directions of researches. For example, at point A, task is to optimize the selection of TRIB units materials in accordance with wear resistance of the TRIB unit as a whole and that of its elements. The researcher enters the parameters of working mode of the considered drafted TRIB unit, such as sliding speed, specific load, current if for electrical contacts, limits of acceptable wear of the materials, and commands the computer to activate the program. Further work is carried out by the computer with its software. Analyzes the library of electronic tribotechnical information. Sets the task for testing modules for additional researches in case there is no necessary data in the library. Calculates in accordance with generalized thermal dynamics of friction and wear of tribosystems. Evaluated wear resistance of the chosen frictional couples. Carries out comparative technical economic analysis of the calculated operational electrical frictional wear properties of the chosen frictional couples. Offers the researcher the optimal frictional couple for the TRIB unit of researched, draft, real frictional knot. Or offers the researcher the modes of task correction in case the solution is not found. Use of this new automated complex of tribological researches ITRIB system will provide industrial enterprises, scientific institutions and universities with effective industrial automated system of machines work optimization, decrease of economic losses on friction. It will increase the reliability of devices and mechanisms from the point of tribology, widen the possibilities of further researches of friction and wear nature at the example of tribo units materials. Thank you for your attention. We're looking forward to cooperating with you.